pretty kind of stressed out, but
Yeah.
it's working out so far, and
Swaying a
we
tad.
we plan to have a successful tournament today, and we plan to have
Yes.
more successful tournaments. But one of the things that helps us to get a better production is the help of you guys with your guys' input, your guys' whatever, telling us what we could be doing better,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it. So
Yeah, so definitely everything that we're doing today is to make sure that what we do in the future is going to be even better than what we did today. So every time we do a tournament, it's going to be continue to get better and better and better. Our microphones. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty. Anyways, welcome to Bare Naked Brawlers again.
yes.
But so pretty much what we were just saying is everything that we're doing today is just to kind of like get used to everything that we're doing. Make sure that like our production is good. Everything's just like running smoothly. So every time we do a tournament in the future, it's going to continue to get better and better and better, and that's what we're really excited about.
Exactly. So we're having, obviously some difficulties, but we're still really excited to be doing these. We're still really excited to be communicating with the teams, with the Twitch, with all the people that are watching, and we're excited to be working with other communities that are trying to build this Paragon community. Because as you guys know, this Paragon game is still within the first year of it kind of existing.
Much, yeah.
So I think we're all still kind of running around trying to figure out how everything works. But yeah, I mean we're enjoying it so far. We've enjoyed speaking with the teams. We've enjoyed speaking with the rest of the community, people on Twitter, on Twitch, and stuff. And so, but with that being said, thankfully we're getting to kind of work on everything right now in terms of production. Because as you guys know, we have a big summer series coming up that is going to be awesome.
Yeah,
Do you want to talk about that a little bit more?
Yeah, we're really excited for our summer series. So we have a $300 starting pot, and we're already getting some donations here and there. So $300, not just for the winning team, but it's like for the whole winnings in general. We're really excited about that. Just to see those numbers is really awesome, especially for such an early game. Especially like the competitive scene and everything. Just everything that we're doing is leading up to something huge,
Yep.
Especially even this little tiny tournament, it's not even little anymore. Like all these teams have like come together, these different communities like Gaming by Sage with Beast Mode and all them. Shout out to them, by the way. They've done so much for us and helped us a ton. And there's a lot that we're doing, and we're really excited to continue it. And just get better and better and get closer with these different communities, as well as like just grow together as a Paragon community and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah. So we're excited. It's the summer series is going to be a big production, but there are also going to be other tournaments that will be happening throughout the summer that we'll be working with and helping promote and helping send people their way so that they can do those tournaments. And do you want to explain a little bit about what those tournaments, other than ours, are going to look like this summer?
Yeah, so we have the PML coming up on June 10th. That is the Paragon Minor League. Definitely hop over there on June 10th. They've got some good teams signing up and everything. We're really excited for them. They've actually helped us. Aguilar Ray, shout out to you, bro. Thanks for all the help. Literally, we couldn't have put this on without the help of these different communities. We're really happy, and we're really excited. One of the things that we're kind of dealing with at the moment is with this new update from Paragon, the replay is kind of being a little bit buggy. Every time we kind of rewind, it crashes on us, but we're going to work through it. We're going to persevere. It's going to be all right. You guys are going to have to look at our ghostly faces for just a little bit longer, but we're excited to get these. Our first teams up are Spectre and Undead Legionnaire. We're really excited to see that match.
Yeah, we are really excited to see that match. We're excited to get back into it.
Yes.
I don't know if some of you guys know, but these guys know I used to cast a little bit back in the day, and I'm excited to kind of get back into it. And I'm still trying to figure out kind of everything and all of the details and in-depth stuff about Paragon. But so I'm growing just as much as we're all growing within this community and within our knowledge of the game.
Yeah.
But I think we are actually might be ready to go for this first matchup right here.
So for the first matchup, give me just a second. So our first matchup, we actually had our first ban. The first ban of the game is actually Morigesh from Team Spectre. They have banned Morigesh, so Team Undead Legionnaire is not allowed to play Morigesh. The bans from Undead is Decker. So Spectre's not allowed to be playing Decker. So we're really excited to see that. And we're going to be getting in here really quick. And yeah, we can start the game here. And we'll get into it. Thank you so much for tuning in to Bare Naked Brawlers. And we're excited to get this tournament underway. And let's do this. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Everything's kind of paused and everything. Perfect. Awesome. So we're underway. Vindicated is going left as Fang Mao. Severog's probably going to be up in the jungle. Rum Cake is following Font really closely. That's going to be really good. So yes, we're really excited. It looks like Font and Rum Cake are going through the jungle right now. It looks like they're going to get an early game pick here.
Yeah, so I think they're trying to hopefully pick something out so they can get kind of at the beginning ahead of the curve kind of thing. But their team is actually a little bit split off. Two are in the left lane, but the other team is they're sticking together just to make sure that they don't obviously miss a pick that they can get, or somebody kind of wanders off and doing their own thing. But they're sticking well together just to make sure that their whole team is safe.
Yeah, definitely. So we actually have Hercules over on the blue team, which is Undead Legionnaire. Hercules is going as Severog. Camtyke is running Revenant. It looks like he just warded Raptors just in case. Vindicated actually took a lot of damage. He's at 4th of a health there. But he's playing Feng Mao. I'm pretty sure he's going to be on off lane there. Sith Lord Unicorn. Unicorn sticking close with Revenant over there. Camtyke, and Jesus is going to be in the middle. Probably went back just to get those cards and everything.
I want you to notice these wards here on both of their sides. They're both teams are warded up. They are doing really well because you need to know in the beginning of the stages, you don't want the enemy team to be trying to take some of your jungle farm. Because if they take your jungle farm and then they go back and farm their jungle, then that's some last hits, some card points that you're going to be missing, and you're going to be falling very well behind. And so we do see Jesus MD right here in the mid lane with the minion wave kind of pushed up to his turret, but looks like he's going to push back a little bit. And one of the best, I suppose, strategies in this game is to have your minion wave pushed up to your turret so that you can kind of farm safely, and you can even be able to allow your jungler to gank a little bit more safely as well.
Yeah, definitely. If you're freezing your lane in mid lane especially, it looks like he's going to get the mine in there, but Jesus is going to return with that knockup, and Polarize is backing up. It looks like his back is to the blue team's tower. Jesus is taking a lot of damage and an early pick for Polarized. That's how you get started on a really good tournament. Polarized with the first kill in mid lane.
Exactly, that was really, really good, and he is going to have that 1 kill ahead lead already, so he's already within the lead here, and that's going to be pretty good. So we do see Joshua trying to farm under turret, trying his best. I know how frustrating it can be to be off lane fighting against two heroes, and you're just kind of by yourself, and it's probably one of the most frustrating things that I have to figure out myself in my own gameplay. But looks like he's doing kind of decently here, just trying to keep up with last hits, trying to keep up with his farm. But Polarized here is pushed up to Jesus' turret, so hopefully Jesus will be able to get those last hits without missing them. But I did notice that when Polarized was getting aggressive on him, that Jesus was missing some of his auto attacks, so that was a lot of damage that he was missing on Polarized.
Looks like Polarize is going into their jungle, probably going to try and get like an early jungle pick maybe. But oh my gosh, he knocks Jesus right out of under her tower. Oh my gosh, and a second pick in mid lane for Polarize. He's doing really good with those displacement mines. He's really getting her out of her element, really putting some pressure on her, even though he's pushed up right up onto her tower. And Hercules could go in and probably get a pick. Oh, it looks like there's something going on in the blue side's jungle. Hercules is facing off against Polarized and Fatal Barrage going in as Grux trying to get those. Oh, and they're taking their jungle. Green buff is going to go down for Undead Legionnaire's team.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. If they would have been able to secure that kill, Polarize was there. He's already up by 2 kills, and so if he would have landed that, it would have just continued the snowball. But here comes a Sith Lord trying to get a little bit aggressive, maybe landing a stun or a slow or something onto Joshua, but not going to be able to land it. Doing a little bit of damage to him, trying to keep him at bay to make sure that he does not try to get too aggressive, because Huang, man, he kind of does a bit of damage when he gets snowballed.
Yeah, definitely. When he's doing those AoE abilities, which practically his whole kit is practically an AoE, he's got that root, but he's probably going to play it pretty safe right now, even though he's really pushed up on this lane. He's going to take their gold buff. This is perfect. Oh, nice. And he's taking their gold buff, getting that extra CP, which is really important, especially early game like this. 5 minutes into the game, and T1 is down on Undead Legionnaires' left lane.
Yeah, that is super huge. I think, especially how soon the time is, being able to take one of those towers is going to help a lot. But I would always argue that mid lane is one of the most important towers. The tier 1 tower is the most important to take out, because when you have mid lane opened up, you can just basically roam around any part of the jungle. It's so much easier to get into your enemy's jungle without having to worry about going around this huge turret that's in the middle. But that is going to be a right lane turret that is going to go down in the favor of
Spectre. Yeah, Spectre's pulling in a lot of big hits right now. Polarize is doing some big damage. Yeah, and Spectre's going to be on the orange side. Undead Legionnaire is going to be on the blue side. So when you hear us say that, just remember, Spectre's on orange side. So Rumcake looks like he's going to try and get this, trying to get the thunk in, but he misses on Hercules 64. Rumcake's going to go back with Polarize, going to stick close there. Jesus is knocked out again from under her tower. She gets the barrage in, but they're going to be able to escape, and she's going to be doing really good there. Joshua is continuing his farm. It looks like there's not a lot of people from Undead Legionnaire trying to put pressure on Joshua, because he's constantly up on their towers, and he's doing some damage. Steel's going to go in with his charge. Sith Lord is going to go in, and he's going to keep him safe. Font is looking like she's in trouble, and Font goes down really quick. Vindicated might take some really huge damage if Rumcake can get that thunk in really quick there, but he's low on mana right now. He gets the kill with the help of the minions. Rumcake is trying to try and get out of there. Hopefully Hercules does not come after him, and he does. And Hercules is trying to keep his lane safe and pushed up. Rumcake coming in with a kill. That is beautiful.
Yeah, that was really good, and Rumcake did secure the kill and get away as well. So that was, I believe, a 1-for-1 there. So that wasn't too bad of a trade. That was pretty good. It was even, broke even, so that's not too bad. But we are seeing a little bit of busyness here. Team Spectre is trying to be pushed up in left lane. They're kind of roaming around a little bit in the jungle as well. Rumcake is still pushed up pretty far onto Undead Legionnaire's side, but he's going to kind of back up a little bit. But Unicorn's doing a little bit of damage to Joshua. It's still, once again, trying to keep him at bay, trying to use that minion wave in favor of him. But here comes Barrage coming in. He is going to land the knockback. They're doing quite a bit of damage. He's going to speed out of there. Joshua trying to do as much damage as possible. The shield comes up. Barrage trying to run away, not wanting to take too much damage from the tower. But Unicorn, Sith Lord, is still out there, and he is going to, unfortunately, die underneath his tower. Joshua DMing, putting the flag down, but Joshua is still taking quite a bit of damage here, still trying to escape. Camtyke running after him, trying to do as much damage as he can, but not going to be able to follow up. But it might be a little bit soon.
He's in a really bad spot here. Vindicated comes in with the big ult. Joshua's just trying to get away. He was in a really bad spot. He's all the way back at the inhibs, but he's just trying to get away to see if anyone is able to come in. It looks like, oh, and they got the kill. Vindicated and Camtyke get the kill, but Polarize coming in hot with his knockback, and Rumcake with the thunk. They landed the thunk, and Vindicated is going to go down. Is he? Oh, and he's got the stasis gem, and he goes down even with the stasis gem. Hercules tried to come in, hopefully save his team, but he's no good.
Yeah, once again, that was a really good 1v1. Polarized and Rumcake doing a good job coming into the fight a little bit later. But notice what Vindicated did. He ran around the enemy's jungle so he can take time to distract the enemy from being able to push up their lane, and also distracting at the same time while his teammates are coming around to try to save him. And notice how that was a 1-for-1. I mean, Vindicated still died, but they were able to follow it up with the 1-for-1. So they are going to be kind of even with that fight as well. So they're going to still be a little bit even here, but Polarized is still 4 kills ahead.
He is doing some major work on these teams. He is really putting pressure on Jesus. It looks like Rumcake's going to try and come in. Oh my gosh, and a huge gank by Fatal Barrage. Jesus goes straight down. There was no chance with Polarized.
That is one of the worst things to see or to feel when you're in a game and you have somebody gank and you're just stunned the entire time. There is no worse a feeling than being stunned the entire time and just dying within that CC chain. There's no worse a feeling.
Yeah, definitely. When Fatal Barrage came in, he got that pull in, that Grux pull, and then Polarized came in with his displacement charge. He is just doing some major work with that displacement bomb. Really handling the battlefield, just really putting it in his favor, everything that he's doing.
And notice Team Spectre, they're still grouped up right now, and this is good because they can collapse onto mid lane or they can collapse onto something. Whereas Team Undead Legionnaire, they're very, very split up right now, and so I think Team Spectre can kind of force something out of this. They can force a turret, or they can even force up to the inhibitor as well.
Sith Lord Unicorn taking a ton of damage, tries to pull an ult just to get himself safe under tower, but he takes tons of damage from Font. A ton of damage from that Yin. Yin is doing, she is a very high damage character right now.
Yeah, she does a lot of damage. It's pretty crazy, but Team Spectre is going to run back into the jungle. It looks like they want to collapse onto mid lane. I was going to say they should stay on left lane because when they're moving around so much within the map, that gives a lot more time for Team Undead Legionnaire to kind of regather their thoughts, regather themselves, regather what they want to do in terms of action and kind of follow that up, especially since they had 2 within the base. Team Spectre could have forced something. They could have taken another tower or even gone up to inhib.
Yeah, definitely. So right now it looks like Rumcake's just trying to stay with his team, trying to get a good thunk in. Probably Vindicated is chilling in his jungle, just watching what's happening. And notice all of the wards around this map. Do you see all these wards right now? There's 3 over on left lane, all around the river. There's tons in mid lane. Still more over on the right side. Their Spectre is doing a really good job by warding the entire map, getting all of that vision in there, and keeping their eye on the enemy's movements and all their tactics and everything. And it looks like Sith Lord's going to try and come in. iJosh was going to put that root down just to keep himself safe. Fatal Barrage is going to come. Looks like he's going to try and come and save maybe, but that tower goes down on Spectre's left lane. Let's see what Cam Tyke's doing right now.
Yeah, so we see Team Undead Legionnaire. Finally, they're able to be at least a little bit grouped up. I mean, their Vindicated is still in the left lane for them, or right lane for Team Spectre, but looks like there is going to be a team fight coming up. Cam Tyke very, very low, trying to get away. Sith Lord as well, very, very low, but they're both going to get away. They're both going to try to run, and it looks like this fight is going to be in the favor of Team Spectre, but Rumcake going down, actually, as well as Hercules. Font going to pick up that kill. Rampage just running away, still going to go down as well. Polarized, trying to do his best to do as much damage as possible. Vindicated, trying to run away, but Font's going to pick it up with the kill. Jesus trying to run away as well, but that rain on Font, the amount of damage coming out of this Font is just completely carrying this game, and they are going to get 3 kills, or I believe 4, actually, and they are very close to this tower, so it looks like this is going to be a tower for mid lane in favor of Team Spectrum. And like I said, once they get the middle tower, it's just going to open up the map.
Yeah, definitely. That was a huge team fight, and it looks like they just got their tier 1 down in mid lane. Font and Polarized, they're taking a lot of damage. There's a lot going on right now, but they're going to be able to escape safely. Sith Lord Unicorn a little bit late right now. Font's going to take that purple buff in the river. She's going to be invis. That's going to be perfect for her just to keep her safe right now. Looks like there's a little bit bugging from the from the replay there, but that's okay. Joshua's pushing up on this tier 2. He's going to ward Undead Legionnaire's jungle right now. Hercules is in a tight spot. He is down by 2 levels from Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua up by that 2 levels. That's especially good on Quang because, like we established earlier, Quang, when he's snowballed. He's going to do a lot of damage to the enemy team, and it is going to be good. But it looks like we might be looking for a team fight here.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a team fight in Undead Legion's jungle right now. Sith Lord's going to pull out a big ult, and he's going to get... Oh, my gosh. This does not look good for Sith Lord right now. Oh, and Hercules punts...
Yeah, Sith Lord was actually living there for quite a while, but he is going to go down. Font's going to go down as well, so that is going to be, I think it's actually bugged, but he did go down, so that was a 2-0 right then and there, I believe in the favor of Spectre.
Yeah, definitely. So Spectre's pulling in some really good team fights right now. Vindicate is just trying to push this lane back. He's split pushing right now. Camtyke's just going to push this mid lane up. Rumcake is coming in by himself, it looks like, probably just to scare him off, because it looks like there's going to be a huge team fight on Jay Sus goes down with a huge gank by Rumcake and Fatal Barrage. They are not relenting on Undead right now at all.
The interesting thing to note here is that both of the tanks, both of the heroes that do a lot of CC are walking around, they're roaming around together to be able to capitalize on some kills, because with both of them ganking, they are able to land enough CC that somebody was going to go down. Notice how much damage they put onto Font, and they were able to follow the kill, and when you follow up a kill on the carry, that is most of the damage from the enemy team that is going to go away. But we see some roaming around here, a couple of the team members from Team Spectrum backed away. Looks like they're going to maybe go get some farming done. Sith Lord going to ward Orb Prime, and I think we're going to see a setup for Orb Prime here pretty soon. But I think it would be important to capitalize on Orb Prime when you win a team fight. I think that is basically a safe play. Rumcake actually going to come and start onto Raptors here, and we see Font coming in from around, or actually going into right lane, excuse me, a little confused there, but they are doing Raptors. I think they secured Raptors. I'm not able to tell yet. I think we're having a little bit of issues with our in-game, something maybe going on here, but Rumcake and Joshua kind of running around. They are going to catch Hercules out trying to farm, but he looks like he's going to get away from that.
It's a good thing that he got away. That's pretty awesome. Camtyke is up there in the jungle. Oh, he falls down. He's going to try and stay safe. He's trying to see what Spectre's doing, but it looks like Rumcake is coming in really hard right now. There is a 4-stack right now chasing after Camtyke. They're going to take out Sith Lord, but it looks like Camtyke and Hercules are just going to stay in the background. Oh, and Rumcake gets this huge ult, keeps him down, locks him down, and it looks like they're going to go down.
And notice how Rumcake popped his ultimate to stop 2 of the enemy teammates from coming to helping their teammate in order to secure that kill. That is very, very important, like I said, because 4v5s are very hard to come back from, but Rumcake doing a really good job in trying to prevent the enemy's teammates from coming to help him.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like right now Vindicate's just trying to keep this tier 2 tower in, keep it alive. It looks like Jesus is going to come in and hopefully be able to push back Font, and it looks like she is able to, but it looks like she's going to rotate back to mid, or she's going to stay in this lane because Font's there. She's really pushing up this off lane right now, and Jesus is kind of in a bad position.
Yeah, there are 3 people trying to run from the base on Undead Legionnaires, and so that could have been a little bit of time for Team Spectre to be able to push up those lanes, and they did just that. The lanes are pushed up, but now they're going to be pushing up their lanes. Who that is, who Undead Legionnaire is. They're pushing back their lanes, putting a little bit of pressure. So now the minions are back in the kind of middle part of their lanes, and so it looks like it's going to be kind of even for now, and we're going to have to see what comes next. But 2 in the base of Team Spectre right now. Everybody's kind of roaming around. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and let's kind of hope for some exciting team fights. But I do notice that there is a ward on Orb Prime, so I think they may be thinking about coming and doing Orb Prime as soon as they get some picks or as soon as they get a team kill. But notice that Font has 5 kills over. You do not want to see a carry that is going to get fed and is going to be able to get snowballed.
And a huge damage from Vindicated on Font. She had to back up from that one. That was a really scary amount of damage from Vindicated's ult. He's going to hit her with that Earth Shatter in that beautiful way with tons of damage, and it looks like there's going to be something happening around Orb Prime right now. It looks like Team Spectre has de-warded Orb Prime for Undead Legion, and they've put their own wards in, which is going to be a really good move for Team Spectre. They're going to be watching over that Orb Prime, because what needs to happen is Undead Legionnaire really needs to get Orb Prime. That's going to be really important for them, because if they grab Orb Prime, they'll be able to turn this around. This game is not over yet.
This game is most definitely not over yet, and it can still be some crazy comebacks here. But whoever gets Orb Prime, that is going to be obviously huge for them. But I think that Team Undead Legionnaire are going to have to be the ones to receive it, because they have been falling quite behind ever since the beginning of the match. And Team Spectre has about 3 players on their team that are starting to get pretty big.
Yeah, definitely. They are really fed right now. Team Spectre is super fed. Even Rumcake right now, he's got a kill and 9 assists, only 1 death. So he's actually doing really good for support. Looks like Sith Lord Unicorn is in a really bad position right now, but if he lands something really good, which he does, he stops Rumcake's ult right there. He stops his ult, he takes the death, but he stops the big ult from Rumcake. Vindicated is trying to do as much damage as possible. Hercules is going in on Fatal Barrage. If they get this kill right now, they're going to be able to turn this around. There's deaths flying everywhere. There's everything happening, but it's going to be really good. Vindicated is taking a lot of damage. Polarize is taking some damage too from Jasus right there, but it looks like they're going to survive. But Fatal Barrage is going hard after Jasus, but she takes the death. Fatal Barrage.
Wow, that is awesome. That was an awesome jump in and knockback that Fatal Barrage did as well, that secured them the kill, and that is going to be good. And they're pushing up, notice that they're pushing up two turrets right now. They're going to be able to capitalize on this with 2 turrets, so that is going to be a huge lead for Team Spectre.
Definitely. Undead Legionnaire just trying to save their inhib right now. And iJoshua goes down from a huge charge by Sith Lord Unicorn, but still they're going to be able to secure that inhib. But Font's just trying to run away. Vindicated's trying to get that slow in, but he's just out of range. Font is running for her life right now. Polarize hopefully trying to get a displacement bomb, but he's not going to be able to. But she turns around. Font turns around, is going to try and secure that kill on Hercules. Is unable to, because Fatal Barrage was coming in, and they saw that happening, and they just backed out. They're going to go back to tower, and they're going to heal up.
That was a smart move by Font, turning around when the minion wave came back up, because what happens when you're fighting up against the enemy and you have a minion wave in your favor, that's going to be a lot of extra damage that you don't have to worry about doing per se, but that is a lot of extra damage to help you within those fights. So I think that Font would have been able to turn this around with that minion wave and be able to secure a couple of kills there. But fortunately enough, they were smart enough to turn back around. They didn't want to have to deal with the minion wave. They didn't want to have to deal with the amount of damage that Font is able to put out, and therefore now we're back to roaming. But hopefully, we'll see something crazy happen. 2 from Team Spectre are running from their base right now. We'll see what happens next.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like their Team Undead is actually just trying to get their jungle, trying to get ahead, trying to get that little amount of CP that they need. Vindicated is going hard after Rumcake. Rumcake's going to try to get out, but he is locked down right now. Tons of CC on Rumcake right now. Hopefully they'll be able to secure this kill. Rumcake pops his quenching scales, gets much of his health back. Fatal Barrage is in. He's doing his ult. Woo!
Yeah, here comes Fatal Barrage in, trying to save the day, trying to get as much CC as possible. Polarize, going to be able to land that kill as well. They're still trying to run away. Team Undead Legionnaire is trying to get away as much as they can. Font going to be able to close the gap, being able to land that kill onto Jasus, but it was a KS. But they are going to run and get another kill onto Camtide. They are just completely demolishing the enemy team, and it looks like Team Spectre is going to try to come back to mid lane to try to capitalize on something. But in fact, I spoke a little bit too soon. Looks like they're going to go for Orb Prime, and like I said earlier, if Team Undead Legionnaire is not going to be able to get Orb Prime, that is going to be a huge fallback.
Yeah, that is going to be a fatal blow for Undead Legionnaire. but it looks like Sith Lord is just watching it closely. Vindicated is back up. He's running as fast as he can to get to Orb Prime, but Font takes Orb Prime. They're going to go Polarized and iJoshua are going to go mid, and it looks like they're going to try to push this lane up. Fatal Barrage is trying to go in really hard.
Yeah, missing that knockback. If he would have landed that double knockback, that would have been very, very important for the game. I think if they would have landed that, they would have won this, but Fatal Barrage is still sticking around there. Polarized taking quite a bit of damage. Fatal Barrage knocking somebody up, but they are going to get away. They want to play safe. Vindicated coming very, very close to dying. He is actually still going to die. Font's going to secure the kill. Who's going to be next? Looks like Hercules is gonna die as well. Font picking up that double kill, the triple kill coming for Font onto Sith Lord. Is he gonna be able to pick up the Quadra? Does not look like it. Gonna clear some minion waves just to try to keep safe, to keep their minion waves from dying, so they can continue to put the tower, continue to capitalize on that, and be able to secure this game.
Oh my gosh! And Camtike is just trying to push back these minions. Oh my gosh, they're on their middle in hit, and the middle in hit goes down. Jesus is rooted right now with a huge ult, a knockback, and a huge death by Jesus. Oh my gosh. Wow. Team Spectre. Ooh, my heart is racing right now. Jeez, and it looks like they're going on core right now. This is a 5-man stack on the core. The core is definitely going down. There's no way. Camtike is trying to do as much damage as possible. Hercules knocking back, but they don't do it. Oh my gosh, Team Spectre has taken the win for this first match. Oh my goodness.
That was a really, really awesome last fight.
Jeez. That was a really, really intense last fight. Undead Legionnaire almost had it.
Yeah.
They almost had it. There was a couple times where they were like, okay, you know what? We are not going to take this loss. We are going to turn around. We are going to get this win. There's no way we are losing this. But in the end, Spectre was so fed. They were snowballed really hard. Fatal Barrage coming in with those big assists. If you see, he's got 13 assists right now and 2 kills. I see that. You don't. But he's got 13 assists, which is huge for a Grux, especially in the jungle, coming in really hot with those pulls and keeping those teams really CC'd and just controlled.
Yeah, exactly. And Team Spectre was just doing a good job in basically utilizing their snowball. They were doing a really good job in continuing to get those kills, continuing to secure them. And, they took advantage of that, and they really took advantage of Team Undead Legionnaire, their mistakes, and they knew what their mistakes were, and they knew how to capitalize on it, and they knew how to take advantage and secure them the match, because obviously that's what happened.
Yeah, definitely. Every single one of Undead Legionnaire's mistakes, which they were minute, they were really small mistakes, like just a little bit of an overstep here, just in the wrong spot here and there, and not even that big of a problem, but Spectre was able to capitalize on every single mistake that was happening, because just they saw it happening. They were warded all over the map. The entire map was covered with wards. They had vision everywhere, and they were constantly dewarding, constantly being in their jungle, getting those buffs, and just staying on top of their economy.
Yeah, and that is very, very important for a team to be warding like that, because like I had established at the beginning of the game, when you ward all over the map, you ward in the most important spots to know where the enemy jungler is, to know and be prepared for a gank, so that you don't want to die. You want to be able to win the match. You want to be able to to get a kill. You want your jungler to be allowed to roam wherever he can without having to worry about, oh my gosh, I'm gonna check this corner. Maybe he doesn't have to worry about another enemy jungler being in there, or 2 people being in there and having to die into his own jungle, or even So.
Right. That was a really big part about Spectre's plays there. They were really taking care of Undead Legionnaire's jungle. They were constantly in there. They were constantly putting pressure on their Sevarog, their jungler, and constantly just taking his jungle, hitting his Amber Link, just refusing those Amber dumps, completely refusing them and stealing them from Undead. And so I think that was one of the huge plays from Spectre. That was the biggest part.
Yeah, it's very important to deny some of those last hits and some of those card points to the enemy jungler, especially, and to deny that as much as possible, so they can not be able to buy the items that they need in order to survive in fights, in order to do enough damage for their team to secure kills. So that's very important, to be able to counter jungle as well, and be able to hit
Yeah, definitely be able to hit those numbers that they need. And they were constantly being snowballed, constantly being ahead on their kills and on their last hits. And Undead Legionnaire, they've got some work to do, but they were putting up a fight, especially at the end there. Even on that last inhib, that last team fight, when Team Spectre even had Orb Prime, they were really putting up a fight, trying to keep them away from their inhib, but they weren't able to do it, which is okay. Because good job, Undead Legionnaire. Good job, Team Spectre. That was a really solid fight. We're really stoked on that. And that's just our first fight of the day. The next fight is just about to pop up with Paragon Brawlers, I do believe, is up next with Team Rocket. That's going to be our next match, and it's going to be a beautiful match. We're really stoked. If that first one didn't pump you up, man, this one's definitely going to pump you up. And we're really excited to get into it. So let's do it. Let's get into this game right now. All right, and we're starting up. It looks like we'll find out here really soon here, but looks like just teams are starting to get in there.
Yeah, so we're going to see what the buildup is going to look like. There are 3 people on the right side.
Yeah.
Trying to kind of hang around, see if somebody is willing to get aggressive enough to come around, try to peek their head out. And if somebody is willing to be aggressive enough, they have 3, now they have 2 people there. Never mind, they have 1. I spoke a little bit too soon. We had PB Zingy backing. So, so we're kind of waiting around right now. They do have their wards down, take notice. So that's very, very important. And yeah, because if you ward, that's basically, you can know when somebody's coming, so you don't have to worry too much about those ganks.
Yeah, definitely. So these ward dumps in the in the beginning of the game are actually really important. A big team strategy that's been going around a lot is they'll buy a 3-cost shadow ward first thing, go in the middle, drop that shadow ward so that they're not able to see it, and then just go back and buy their regular cards. And that's just a huge play, huge early game vision, which is ginormous for each team. You know, just to have that early game vision to see where their junglers trying to go, especially for these off lanes. And it looks like we have a Countess in the off lane for Paragon Brawlers, which I'm pretty stoked about. I don't see a lot of Countesses in competitive, but I'm pretty stoked to see this right now. Tribal is doing some damage on PB Doctor, just completely just staying on his case right now, not letting him go around. Team Rocket's being really aggressive right now, definitely aggressive.
Yeah, and it's important to be aggressive in this early phase, and because when you're aggressive, you deny as much last hits as possible. But Tribal trying to get away. Braff was trying to come in for a gank, but
looks like he was definitely denied that gank because Tribal's some of his moves there. PB Doctor doing some huge damage. Let's see who's going to win this team fight, and Tribal takes it.
Wow, Tribal is going to take that one with 50 health.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that is, if that was maybe what, 1 or 2 more autos?
Yeah, that was definitely probably just 1 auto. It looks like there's definitely a lot going on here. Oh my gosh, that was a beautiful play in mid lane. Good job, Tribal. It looks like there's something going on. PB Braff trying to do some damage onto Tribal, hopefully getting the kill, trying to knock him back, denying him the river buff, which is huge for those mid laners because they need that mana for those big ability dumps that they do, and they're constantly using that mana. Trash Ketchup, which I love the name, by the way. It's got the shadow buff, so bloated Bonobo, or boosted Bonobo, excuse me. I kind of like bloated, but either way, it's really good. PB James, PB Zingy, those guys are doing really good in their safe lane, just keeping it pushed up, keeping this offlaner just completely just harassed.
Yeah, especially when you have an offlaner that is a melee, only melee range. It's so important to be aggressive, to poke as much as you can. The only offset about poking is how aggressive these minions can be. But look at the turret. The tower is almost down already. It's at about a quarter of its health, and they're doing a really, really good job in pushing this team up. We're gonna need to see a little bit more action coming out from Team Rocket.
Yeah, but you know, right now we're just in this laning phase. We're before 5 minutes, which is okay. We're doing some really good. There's it looks like Team Rocket is actually doing a lot of a lot of work just being really aggressive in their mid lane. Tribal's doing a lot of work in his mid lane right now, especially with that first kill in the beginning there. Oh my gosh, and it looks like a tower is down before the 5-minute mark. The tier 1 tower on left side is down, and it looks like there's going to be a gank on PB Doctor right now. Faded Rend is trying to get that pull, but he misses. He's just out of range. PB Doctor is going to stay in, keep those minions at bay, get those last hits. He's definitely doing good. He's got 10 last hits right now. He's got a death, but you know, if he keeps getting those last hits, stay persistent on those last hits and getting his farm, then I think he'll be able to catch up really soon.
Yeah, exactly. Those last hits are very, very important. Because without last hits, you can't buy your items.
Exactly.
Everybody, in case you did not know. And cards in this game are very, very important if you want to do some damage. But Tribal, I noticed that he's kind of hanging out right here on the wall. Here comes Raph trying to come into the gank. Gonna land that slow to actually another gank coming in as well. So it's going to be a 2v2. PB Doctor going down. It's going to be picked up by Faded Ren. Raph not even going to try to turn that around, but I think he's a little bit weary about the stuns that Faded Ren has to offer.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot going on in that mid lane. Sevarog's still in the mid lane, just trying to push those minions up, keep them back. Actually, he's trying to push them up to the tower. It looked like he tried to get in that route there, but Tribal was able to get out of it really fast. Tribal is continuing, and he pops his ult, probably just to clear those lanes and just zone Braf out of his way, because Braf is really trying to do some damage to him, really trying to bully him. Tribal is out of mana, so he's going to go back, and he's it looks like Paragon Brawlers is back up in the mid lane and trying to keep it up.
Yeah, exactly. And so the ultimate coming out, try to clear the minion wave, because I think he knew he was out of mana. So popping that ultimate, being able to clear the minion wave, pushing that minion wave up so he can have time to go back, upgrade some of his items, and also get a lot of that mana back so he can continue to be aggressive in the mid lane.
Yeah, definitely. PB James and Zingy, they're just doing their farm thing here. It looks like James has got 28 last hits. He's doing really good with his last hits, trying to keep those in there. And a root comes down from you know, that guy really quick.
That one dude?
Yeah, that one dude.
I like that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. But the root coming down from Quang, just to probably kind of push him back. And it looks like on the right side they are being pushed back. It looks like there's going to be a little jungle brawl here. Faded Ren is putting some huge damage out there, and PB Braff is trying to get away. And a nice thunk there from Zingy, keeping Faded Ren at bay, keep him away from Braff, so Braff does not get that death, which is really important.
Yeah, very, very important. But it looks like we're gonna see some action coming out. Faded Ren gonna be knocked up there, but Braff is also taking quite a bit of damage as well. He might have to escape out of there. Ren running away barely with a sliver of health. He has 90 health that he got away with, and we're not gonna see any deaths anytime soon.
Yeah, Trash Ketchup was doing a really good job keeping those shields on top of Faded Ren, keeping him alive, and I think that's the only reason why he was able to escape with like less than 100 health.
Faded Ren actually going to be able to pick up a kill on PB James, and that is going to be very important. Faded Ren getting out of there with 20 health. Oh my goodness, these guys are live lords.
That was a beautiful play by Faded Ren. Even with his low health, he was able to make it out of there with a kill and back and probably buy and get ahead. That's where the snowball starts.
That is where the snowball starts, and you do not want to allow a snowball. You want to keep the enemy team at bay. You want to keep the enemy team on their feet, aware, being afraid of what could possibly happen next. Because if the enemy team is just running around, getting a bunch of kills, just doing all this damage, then they're going to get overconfident. But at the same time, with overconfidence, it's possible that they could just think that they could win any team fight, and then the enemy team is just going to come back and take advantage of a team fight and just bring it back, especially late game when the timers are so high.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when those
So it's not, even if you're way ahead, it is not a good idea to get arrogant and to think that you can just win every team fight because you're so ahead, because the chances of you just losing another team fight and losing the game is very, very high.
It looks like we're kind of bugged on PB James here. I'm pretty sure he's got most of his health right now, but that's just kind of the replays right now from Paragon. But that's okay. We know that he's still in. He's still in there, trying to get some last hits, and Hilo is backing it up.
Yeah, I think we can trust him to know that he's doing fine. But Tribal trying to come in for a gank with the river buff. Actually, it's going to be a failed gank. He is going to go down, and the kill is going to go to boosted Bonobo. And you do not want to see a Countess that is going to be fed. You do not want to see a Countess with a bunch of power to be able to do as much damage as you can, but Hilungai is taking a lot of damage here. Zungi, is he going to be able to follow it up with a thunk? If he follows it up with a thunk, he can land this kill, but looks like Faded Ren coming in to try to help his teammate out. Going to land the kill as well.
Wow.
Going to turn this around. The ultimate coming out, stunning Zingy, but he's still going to get away, and Braff coming in to save the day with the root onto Faded Ren.
Wow.
That is going to be a 0-for-1, but it isn't going to be a 0-for-2, so they are going to get away. Zingy with barely enough health, but Brath coming in to save the day with that slow.
Definitely. Faded Ren came in really fast and really hot with that pull on Yin, doing some major damage on her, and he just dropped her really fast. But she was also, she was being targeted by the tower. She hit someone, she was being targeted by the tower, so there was a lot of damage happening to her, and she was not able to get out of it alive. But Zingy coming in hot, and Braff with that root, saving Zingy, and we're back to the laning phase right now. Doing some grinding right now, getting those points, getting that amber, that ever needed amber right now.
Yeah, that's really good. It looks like we might get a team fight a little bit here. They're warding Raptors, because Raptors are very important. That's like basically that's one level.
Yeah, that's an entire card point.
Yeah, that's an entire card point, and that entire card point, it can last you up until the end of the game. It can help you so much, and it can help you snowball.
Raptors.
Yeah.
Dewarding there. Looks like Countess is over by Orb Prime right now. Tribal is by himself. He's in a bad spot. Graf missing with his root. Tribal getting out with his ultimate, getting some huge damage on Bonobo right there. Hopefully Bonobo's going to be able to get out of there doing it. Ooh, not doing a lot of damage, but it looks like Bonobo goes down. Braff is doing some damage on Ren, but he's trying to get out. Gets out with his, but Faded Ren is on his tail constantly. Is Braff going to make it out of this? Faded Ren is being targeted by the tower. He's turning around, doing some damage to Doctor. He's still being targeted by the tower. I do not know what's happening right now, but it looks like he was bugged for a second.
So I think what his thought process behind that was, I'm going to stand under the tower as my other teammates side because I'm the most tanky one on the team. Yeah. So I'm going to tank the tower and allow my teammates to be able to try to secure the kill without having to take as much damage. Because if the carries are taking damage, then whoever they're fighting against is able to turn that around while they're under tower and use the tower to their advantage. But he said, you know what, I'm going to stay under tower, and I'm going to let the tower hit me while I'm not taking any damage from any of the other heroes, and I'm going to let my teammates secure a kill. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to secure a kill, so he took a lot of that damage, not for nothing, which is a double negative, I apologize. But they are still going to do a lot of damage and put up a lot of pressure at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. That was a really good play by Faded Ren, taking that tower. And I didn't even realize that until you said it. That was a beautiful play. I love that. And just taking one for the team, really. Taking those tower hits, because one of the things in Paragon is the tower shoots a little bit slow. So if you're tanky enough, you really want to take those tower hits because you want to save your carry from being hit by those towers, because they do hit a little bit strong, especially if you're a carry with like not a lot of health.
And that is a good tank right there. That is a good front line that a team wants to have. A front line that is going to be, that knows, hey, I'm basically the sponge here. I'm basically the one who needs to take a good amount of damage, who needs to take all the damage to protect my carries, and he did just that. But it looks like PB Doctor coming in trying to stop this, but in fact, it's going to turn to be a negative.
Faded Ren got hit by the thunk there. Good job, Zingy.
It was a little bit of a negative return for PB Doctor to try, because I saw her. She tried getting aggressive here, and he tried securing a kill, but then somebody else came back, and it turned on her, or him. I don't know. I'll just say her because it's a girl character, but
yeah, definitely. Yeah. We could just say her. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody.
Oh my gosh, Bonobo is trying to do a ton of damage to Trash Ketchup there. Bonobo's going to get out with a really long slow, but Hilungi is doing some big damage, misses his root, so Bonobo's going to be able to survive. Faded Ren's going to try and get that secure, but he wasn't able to because of the thunk from Zingy coming in hot from Faded Ren during his pull. He was not able to solidify that and connect. But it looks like Hiluwangi is actually going to take the jungle there, but Bonobo's coming in really fast because there is some vision in their jungle. She takes the green buff from him. Hopefully she's be able to capitalize on this, but it looks like he's going to be able to get out. Faded Ren doing some damage on Zingy, going to back off. Tribal trying to back up Faded there, but is not able to secure anything. That was a really good exchange there. Really, really smart. I've seen like all the thought processes of everybody going in there.
Yeah.
And it was really smart.
Yeah, and I mean, Boosted Bonobo is the one who kind of won from this because she was going to be able to secure that green buff and deny it from the enemy jungler, from just the enemy team in general. So it's going to go towards her, and it's going to help her. In fact, it's actually going to help her take a little bit of the enemy's jungle as well, but she's going to go back to lane and kind of utilize that. But I think personally, with the green buff, you do want to get into the jungle and the enemy's jungle and deny some of those last hits and some of those card points. But there was a little action kind of popping up here, but it looks like both of them are going to back off. They do not want to step out, and they do not want to get picked off and lose it for the team.
Trash Ketchup is kind of roaming a little bit by himself. Hopefully he's going to be able to stay with his team there. Faded Ren is trying to look for an opportunity to get in there and get a pick out, but he's not going to be able to. PB Doctor is being really safe. Braff is right behind him, staying close. Trying to keep him safe, and it's going to be really good. They're securing this T1 tower in mid lane. It's going to be good for Paragon Brawlers.
Yeah, exactly. So Tribal doing a little bit of damage, trying to keep the minion wave at bay, but Braff pushing up a little bit low on health. Tribal landing some shots onto Braff, and actually doing quite a bit of damage. Braff is half health, and he's going to get out of there just a little bit because he does not want to get so low and have Tribal follow up and land a secure a kill.
Yeah, it looks like he was going to try and hit him with that R2000, but he was not able to secure it because Braff had gone around the corner. So we're doing really good here. Faded Ren covering the lane for Howitzer there. Tribal is back in. It looks like there's a big setup here in mid lane. It looks like Paragon Brawlers is going to try. I don't know what happened there, but oh my gosh, some huge damage from Hiluwangi. Wow, Boosted Bonobo, wow.
Boosted Bonobo trying to turn this back around, but looks like Faded Ren is still going to continue on. Not securing killing yet. I spoke a little too soon. Ketchup going to land that kill onto Boosted Bonobo, and they are going to take... It's going to be a 1v1 here. It's going to be a 1-for-1, excuse me.
Wow. He went down.
Yep.
Zingy went down with that R2000 rocket coming in hot from Howitzer. Wow, that was a really good shot. That was a really good exchange. It was a 2-for-1, but that's okay because Paragon Brawlers, they could still come back from this. They did some really good damage on Faded Ren. They probably should have focused someone else like Malik or Hiluwangi, but Faded Ren was getting hit by the tower again. He was really going for that tower, and he was staying alive.
And here we go. We have them doing Raptors here, and that is going to be an extra card point for them, an instant card point. And so notice that middle tower is going pretty much down. Look how low it is. They just need to go back in, get a couple of shots. Somebody can even tank that tower and be able to take it down.
Yeah, definitely. But the only thing is when there's no minions in the tower, it's actually shielded. So
that's right.
It gets some extra shielding in there, which is fine. But honestly, it's low enough that someone like Hiluwangi with a lot of damage would be able to get in there and do some major hits to it, to the point that the next time the minion wave got in there, it'd be just a little sneeze on the tower, and it'd be going down. Braff getting his last hits here, just trying to catch up. Tribal is back at base. PB Doctor is doing some work, trying to get this lane pushed back up. Warding in the jungle there. There's a lot going on in that jungle. It looks like Trash Ketchup is probably going to try and bait these two over on left lane here, because I see Faded sticking really close. Hopefully going to try and get that trying to get a kill, but James and Zingy back up, which is probably a really smart choice by them. Definitely.
Yeah. So not too much action going on, kind of roaming around, trying to push minion waves, trying to keep the minion waves at bay. Yeah, not too much action going on. I think a lot of people don't want to be the one guy that's on the team that is gonna get caught out. But here, there's a little bit of action here from Boosted Bonobo and Hulangu, and she knows that Hulangi, sorry, I'm totally butchering your name. I apologize. But she is afraid of the amount of damage that he could put out.
Definitely. That Quang is doing a ton of damage.
Yeah, so I don't blame her for wanting to run away from that.
Yeah, and Countess is extremely squishy. You know, being an assassin class, you're definitely extremely squishy, but it looks like Faded Rend is ready to come in on Doctor. Doctor's got 4v1. Hopefully, Paragon Brawlers is going to be able to come in and save this tower and save PB Doctor, but Braff is taking some damage from Hilawangi in the jungle. Faded Rend is still invisible, trying to get that pick, but it doesn't look like Paragon Brawlers is going to give him that opportunity, but he's still staying close. Oh, it looks like he's about to sneak up here on Doctor. Let's see what happens. In he goes in with the pull, and a huge rocket from Tribal doing so much damage. PB Doctor goes down in mid lane. That was a beautiful play by Faded Rend, staying invisible, staying close, waiting for his opportunity to get him.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful defensive stun by Doctor. It was a beautiful defensive knockup, but unfortunately it was not going to be enough to save her the kill. But notice how she ran outside of the fog and then ran through back, trying to dodge the enemy team.
Yeah. Trying to get that vision off of herself so that the enemy team cannot see her anymore. But she still took the death. But it looks like Bonobo's doing some big damage to Tribal right now, and a huge ult from Trash Ketchup, saving her team right now. Braff is going to get slowed by Trash, and looks like Braff is going to be backing out, but Bonobo's going the wrong way. Hilawangi is trying to come in on Braff. Braff is not able to do anything right now. He's slowed. Hilawangi, he's just focusing on Braff right now, and it looks like we're not able to see his health at the moment, but that's okay. Faded Rend's going to try and secure the kill. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Doing some major damage on Bonobo. Bonobo's going to make it out alive, but maybe, going to make it out alive. Barely
making it out alive. There was 2 players that had very, very low health, and so that was a very, very close call, though both teams did not have to suffer from dying to anybody. But I think that it's time for them to go back to regen their health, regen their mana, and get back to lane as soon as possible to prevent this lane push.
Yeah, they could have probably taken care of Hilawangi there. They were both together, but they just let him. They definitely just let him back. Faded Rend is caught in a corner legitimately right now. 4v1. They are pissed right now at Faded Rend. He is doing a lot of damage. He's doing a lot of CC right now, and they're vindictive right there. Definitely.
Yeah, that is true. That was the pick that teams are looking to try and get. That is the pick that is very, very imperative for teams to be able to land, because once it turns into a 4v5, they have such a huge advantage on the enemy team, because they could just capitalize on kills, and especially if it's the carry that dies, that's even better, because if it's a carry, then they can't produce the damage that is needed in order to secure a kill.
Exactly, and Faded Rend has been in there for pretty much every single team fight, being on top of all of these ganks and everything, and he's been their front line for sure. He's been doing some major damage. Is he going to come in with the ult? He's doing some major damage. We don't know what's happening because we can't really see Braff's health right now, but I can tell that Braff is running away for his life right now. He is out of there.
He's not even going to back at the inhib. He's just going to run back.
Yeah, completely just run back. Oh, Bonobo's trying to get in on Hilawangi, but those AoEs are just doing some major damage with the... Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
But Hilawangi's staying on top of him. Huge damage from Bonobo. Wow!
Yeah, and that is actually going to be turned around by Boosted Bonobo, because she teleported back, but huge rockets coming in. Boosted Bonobo going to be able to run away. Hilawangi taking quite a bit of damage as well, going to be knocked up, trying to run away. Here comes PB Doctor though, and 2 of the teammates coming from behind, trying to get an important backstab, but not going to be able to get it. Faded Rend trying to secure the river buff and going to be able to run away. Actually, the root is going to land for Braff, but no one is there to follow it up. So,
wow, the only reason why Hilawangi just survived that was because of Trash Ketchup. Trash Ketchup was throwing everything he had on Hilawangi, just trying to keep him alive, just trying to keep everything, in a huge knockup from Doctor on Faded Rend. Are they going to be able to capitalize on Faded Rend right now? It looks like another 4v1 on Faded Rend.
Oh, huge Q coming in. Faded Ren taking quite a bit of damage, even with that knockup, trying to get away, living with barely 270 health, still running away. Braff is right behind him, though. Can he try to close the gap? He is going to miss his root. Milk taking quite a lot of damage as well, trying to get away. That's 2. That 1, Malik.
Wow!
Taking damage. Faded Ren going down as well. That is going to be a 0-4-2, and I think they're going to follow it up with maybe Raptors, it seems.
Yeah, hopefully they do. Yes, that's perfect. If they get these Raptors right now, they're going to catch up with Team Rocket, because Team Rocket has been kind of snowballing a little bit. Looks like there's a lot going on, and getting those Raptors is going to be perfect for Paragon Brawlers. It's going to be awesome. And it looks like Hilawangi had definitely... He had been doing some major damage, trying to get out, he was securing those roots pretty much every time he threw those roots out, and just saving himself. And the only reason why, again, he saved himself is because of Trash Ketchup.
Okay. It's okay. I know it's confusing. Ash Ketchum, we all loved Pokemon back in the day,
Yeah.
So I get it.
Shout out to Pokemon,
Yeah,
for
shout
sure.
out to Pokemon. That was my life. That was my dream.
Definitely. Team Rocket is back up. Is Tribal going to be able to secure this kill on Braff? He's going to do some major damage with that R2000 rocket, but he's just going to back out. Hopefully send Braff packing, not being able to secure some of those last hits in the jungle, but it's going to be okay because Bonobo is going to secure some of those last hits there. And yeah, there's a lot going on, and it's going to be really good because it looks like Paragon Brawlers can definitely turn it around from this moment on, because they got those major kills on Malik and Faded Ren.
Yeah, Boosters Bonobo was actually taking some of the enemy minion camps, which is very important. Still continuing to know, like, hey, if I deny these jungle camps to the enemy jungler, like, it's so important, and the card points are going to go to me. Yeah, I'm going to be able to get the card points, and I'm going to deny those card points as well. So it's a win.
It's a win-win for the team.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's a win-win for the team.
Especially since every time you kill a jungle minion, it fills up that Amber Link, and every even minute you get that Amber dump from the Amber Link, which could be like potentially 500 Amber each time it dumps into your team's pocket there, and that's kind of huge. Speaking of card points, I really want to look at Tribal's card points there, or cards. If we go back to Tribal there in the mid lane, let's kind of look at some of these cards that he's got here. He's got the Telly Blink just to kind of close that gap on anyone who's trying to get away, but it looks like something's going on. Hilawangi's getting a lot of damage. A 4v1 on Hilawangi. Is he going to survive? He's going to do as much damage as he can because he knows he's not going to survive, but Ash Ketchup trying to get that ult in, but he's unable to. But it looks like they're staying in this. Trash Ketchup getting the big ult on Faded Ren. Faded Ren's trying to do as much damage as possible, trying to get these teams down. And a huge knockback. Wow.
He got knocked back well over the wall, and Trash Ketchup trying his damage to get away. Wow, that was an insane knockback. I think that's the most insane knockback I've ever seen, but Faded Ren has the invisibility buff, trying to see if he can secure a kill onto Braff. If he starts a jungle camp, Faded Ren can turn this around on him and secure this kill as well, and be able to get a 1v1 and be able to, I guess, make this fight equal. But he's kind of waiting around. I think he's waiting for Tribal to come in. He is going to come in. Huge rockets coming out. The knockup coming out from... No, he missed the pool. Faded Ren not securing that pool. That would have been a kill 100% because Tribal was right there with him. But at the same time, two of the enemy teammates were there as well, so it could have been turned around. It could have looked ugly. So I think it might have been good that he got away from that and he turned it back around and did not follow back up. So
yeah, that was wow. Oh my gosh, that was a beautiful team fight. That knockback, man. Yeah. That knockback on Faded Ren was just insane. I don't even know how it happened. Tribal using that Telly Blink to get out of harm's way. He's going to take a little bit of damage from that mana drone that's there. His mana's being drained, I do believe. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And Trash Ketchup is kind of by himself in mid lane now. He's going to rotate over to their right lane. Probably going to try and save Malik there. There's a lot of people for Paragon Brawlers. They're all kind of chilling in the mid lane.
Yeah, and there are a lot of wards in their jungle because they do not want to get picked out right now. They do not want to find somebody in their jungle, but at the same time, they don't want to find anybody near the Raptors because they want to be able to secure the Raptors for themselves again. But notice that there is one ward right next to Orb Prime, so that might suggest a little bit that, hey, we're going to protect Orb Prime, and he just went over there to ward it again.
Yeah. Yep, there's a ton of wards out because Team Rocket has definitely been doing a really good job of invading Paragon Brawlers, their jungle, constantly invading their jungle, keeping them really secured there. And Boosted Bonobo, he's just doing some work right now.
Yeah, and so looks like some towers are being attacked a little bit.
Something's going on in mid lane there. Let's see what's happening in mid lane. PB Doctor's playing it a little safe there. Raph, we don't know what his health is still because of that little bit of a bug there, but it's okay. It looks like he's still alive. He's getting out of there. It's going to be all right. They're going to rotate to mid lane, see what's happening. If there's going to be any of these enemy minions, then they're going to push it back.
Yeah, and so they are remaining teamed up, with the exception of Boosted Bonobo just maybe getting a little farm or waiting for something. Not sure exactly what's going on, but they're going to push back to the lanes, and the lanes are actually kind of equally pushed up. Now that I think about it, left lane is kind of in the middle, and right lane is pushed up far. So I'm actually I'm not exactly sure what's going on right now. I think they are just kind of waiting around, waiting to see what happens, but yeah, we'll see. I think we're having a bit of an issue here. I think we're gonna actually fix something within the game.
Yeah.
The viewers were saying that there was a glitch.
Okay, so we're being told that there was a glitch, and we're gonna try and fix this here really quick. Yeah. So let us know in the comments if it's really good. We're gonna kind of use this +10, -10 because it seems like there's been
there's been a few glitches going on, and so thank you, chat, everybody that's helping us out. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, thank you. The void drone is glitched. There's a lot that's kind of glitched out, but we are seeing a team fight coming in here. Faded Ren hopefully going to get knocked back, but it's going to be in the favor for him if he can land a stun on that Doctor. But Faded Ren actually going to land the kill. Braff trying to do as much damage as possible, but he needs to get out of there because both of them have full health. Zingy and Braff not doing enough damage. Faded Ren landing the knockback on both of them. Zingy trying to run away, but the charge coming in. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. No one's dying. Everybody's taking so much damage.
Definitely. There's a lot of damage being put out, a lot of health. Zingy finally goes down. I think they've really built that Zingy very tanky. Faded Ren is by himself with 3 people around him trying to secure the kill. He pops his quenching scales, but it is not enough to save his life. That is a 4 for 2 right there. That is a huge play for Paragon Brawlers. Let's see if they're able to secure this last kill.
But they're still going in. Huolangi is gonna land that kill as well. So they're gonna turn it into a 3 for 4. Still on the negative receiving end of that. Hiluangi is the only one that's alive, so he's going to try his best to be able to prevent PB James from coming up and pushing this turret, but actually I spoke a little too soon. He is going to run back. I think he's a little bit afraid of the advantage that this Yin can push out, but Boosted Bonobo running up, Invis not going to be able to get him before the turret. Enemy turret is going to go down in mid lane. That is going to open up the entire map for Team
Paragon Brawlers.
Yes.
The huge plays, man. They took Team Rocket's entire team out almost.
Yeah.
Hiluangi was doing a lot of damage, but oh my gosh, they secured 4 kills from Team Rocket. Paragon Brawlers, this is where they turn it around. They're getting Raptors right now. This is a huge play for them. If they could just snowball from here on out, they're going to be able to turn the tide right now and take Team Rocket out. They're all going to, it looks like Boosted Bonobo's doing some major damage, taking all of that entire thing out in one ability.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was very, very beautiful. And so that 4 for 3 was very, very important. But looks like they're actually doing Orb Prime here. PB Doctor is trying to do his best to harass a little bit, try to prevent that from happening. But they are going to secure it. Yeah, that one Malik is going to secure it. PB Braff trying to run in there to secure it as well, but the negative effect is happening. Faded Ren landing that kill onto them, and they're actually landing that kill with Orb Prime. So that means that the enemy team is down 1 person.
Wow.
As well as they have 5 people on their team, but they all have Orb Prime buff.
Wow.
This is a very, very situation for them to be in.
Wow. That is a huge play for Team Rocket. They were not happy that they got 4 people down at the same time, so they capitalized. And since Paragon Brawlers did not capitalize and they didn't grab Orb Prime, Team Rocket just turned around and was like, okay, you know what? We're going to grab Orb Prime and we're going to turn this around on you right now. And they did. They definitely did. So it looks like Braff went down, and Boosted Bonobo, they're just trying to push back these lanes and get them pushed back up onto Team Rocket's tower. We have 4 in mid trying to get this T2 down. If they get this T2 down, that means that Paragon Brawlers they're not going to have their boosters anymore at base. So that's going to be definitely some time lost every time they have to go back to base.
Yeah, yeah. Very much so. And notice that the river and the places that are around the mid lane are warded. Tribal actually gonna run in. What in the world? He's gonna run in under turret. He's gonna dive in as well. He's gonna jump up and pop his ultimate, but trying to do as much damage as possible. PB Doctor going down. Faded Ren gonna secure that kill. Boosted Bonobo trying to do as much damage as he can to that Malik, but not going to be able to do that much. PB Braff is going to get stuck. Faded Ren picking up a double kill as well. Boosted Bonobo, actually Faded Ren is very, very low. He needs to run out of there. That is going to be a 1 for 2, and the death timers are at 60 seconds now. The later the game is going, the higher the death timers are going to be.
Wow. If you notice, all these players, pretty much every single player, excluding just a couple, they're all using quenching scales, and I think that's one of Team Rocket's biggest plays, is that pretty much every single one of their teammates has quenching scales, so that's a ton of health that they are keeping for themselves, just capitalizing on those quenching scales. He jumps in, misses his route, gets stunned by the thunk, but he's going to survive and take out that tier 2 tower.
That tier 2 tower is going to go out. Looks like they're going to back up. They're not going to try to secure the inhib, even though the enemy team has 2 people down, but they're coming up very, very soon. And they don't want to be too pushed up in trying to secure that. So Hiluangi is actually going to get caught out. I think he kind of AFK'd there for a second. Not sure what's going on. PB James getting as much damage as he can. Chunking him for almost all of his health right there. Hiluangi trying to get away. PB James still within the gap closer, and he is ranged. So trying to do as much damage as he can, being able to land some of those hits from a distance. But Hiluangi is going to get out of there, playing as safe as possible. But that was a very, very close call. And with these respawn timers this high, you do not want to be the person on the team that gets caught out and loses it for the team.
Yeah, definitely. But Trash Ketchup, man, he is staying in with his team, keeping those shields on all of his teams. He is focusing on the right people. He is seeing which hero that Paragon Brawlers, he is watching their every move. He is seeing who they're focusing, and he is just completely, and like throughout the entire match, he's just been keeping those shields on the person who's lowest and who's being focused. And Hiluangi has definitely got Trash Ketchup to thank for a lot of these survives, pretty much.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is a pretty beautiful game.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on this game right now.
Yeah, me too. So Trash Ketchup kind of hanging out, seeing two people from the enemy team, getting some information for his own team as well. But I think they know that Raptors are coming up very soon, so they're gonna want to try and secure that.
Yeah, everyone is pretty much just hanging around the Raptors right now. It looks like Faded Ren is going to poke a little bit at Braff, just going to kind of scare him off a little bit. Braff is still in Viz right now, and the only reason why he saw him is because he had that and he misses his route on Tribal, and Tribal's going to escape into his jungle. There's not going to be any chasing happening there. PB Doctor, they're just trying to stick really close to each other. Raptors are up, and it looks like Faded Ren might be going after it, or Bonobo. If either of them get that, that's going to be a huge play for both their teams.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So there's still some wandering around going on here.
Boosted Bonobo is going to try and push back that lane there. Definitely clearing these wards. Trying to keep the wards off of Raptors. If they keep this place warded, whoever has vision on Raptors is pretty much going to be the winner of this little bout here.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Definitely. It looks like Hiluangi's staying close. A nice ward by PB Doctor on Hiluangi. He's going to drop that. Oh, and a big root and some damage. Oh, and Zingy comes in with the ult, but he is knocked back, so he's unable to finish that ult. That's the problem with him. But there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Faded Ren is frontlining right now in a huge way.
Oh, wow.
Backs off.
Yeah, he has 5 people on top of him. He needs to land a stun here, but it does not look like it. PB Doctor landing the kill onto Faded Ren. That one Malik finally coming back in. I'm not sure where he was that entire team fight, but it looks like they're still continuing to go for it. Boosted Bonobo landing the kill onto Hiluangi, and Tribal actually is in mid lane. PB James landing another kill. That is going to be 3 deaths.
Wow.
For Team
3-0.
Rocket.
No, Team Paragon Brawlers is going to be able to take that one out for their team. Team Rocket is lost 3, and that is a 3-0 bout. Hopefully, Paragon Brawlers is going to be able to capitalize on this. I don't see them going after Raptors right now, but they're definitely going to try and get this inhib down. Hopefully, they're trying to do as much damage to this inhibitor right now as possible. He's got 4 in the inhibitor right now. The one Malik is trying to come in. Tribal's going to try and come in. It looks like he's going to ult just to kind of zone those people out of his tower. PB Braff goes down.
Yeah. PB Braff is going to go down. Oh, as well as Zingy here. Tribal going to secure that kill. They're turning this back around. They're saying, hey, you know what? We lost that last fight, but we're going to stay aggressive. Oh, going to land that knockup, doing so much damage. That was so much damage coming out of Tribal there. Going to secure that kill as well. So now they took 3 people from the enemy team as well. So they might have the chance to be able to push it up. But I don't know. Or Prime is up. I wonder if they can go and try to secure it for themselves.
Looks like the one Malik is there. He's probably pinging to his team right now. Let's get Orb Prime. He is starting. He is initiated on Orb Prime right now. Orb Prime is not doing that much damage, but Faded Ren is coming in. He's going to frontline this thing. He's going to tank it to the max. Hopefully take all that. Faded Ren is doing some major damage to Orb Prime right now. Sorry for the notification there. It's okay, but they're doing some major damage. PB Doctor's coming in, trying to get the steal, but he does not get it, and he's caught out of position and destroyed.
Wow, that was so much damage coming from that one Malik. That was half the health of PB Doctor.
Wow.
That was half the health with one spell.
Wow.
That was insane. And so now that they're aware of the amount of damage that one Malik can produce, they're going to start being a little bit afraid.
Yeah. It looks like they're look at them. Mid lane is just about to go down. This inhibitor, they're coming back with a vengeance. Team Rocket coming back with a vengeance.
Wow.
They are not going to let Paragon Brawlers get away with the things that they have done.
Yeah.
And they're going to take down this middle inhibitor. Inhib is down. They're spawning those friendly minions.
Yeah, they're going to try to go directly for the right one, but they noticed that the 2nd tier tower was still up, and so they're not going to be able to do damage or push up to it very much. And so they're going to try to continue on and push right lane. So they still have everybody up. Team Paragon Brawler still has 2 people down. PB Doctor coming up very soon. Boosted Bonobo, still 1 minute left.
Wow. Wow, and they're got this tier 2 down on Paragon Brawlers left lane, and look at the damage they're doing on that inhibitor. It goes down. The one Malik is doing some major damage. Wow.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And he is now full card points. This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. So Team Rocket going to be potentially running back. I don't know. That one Malik, it looks like he wants some more. It looks like he wants to continue to push his minion wave. Actually, excuse me, they were waiting for the minion wave to push up so that they can start doing damage. Yeah, he really is. He's gonna run back, go group up with his teammate. Looks like they are going to be focusing on right lane here.
It looks like Yin is in the middle there. She's gonna try and protect her core from those minion waves, because we all know the minions are winions. So
yep.
If you get those, if you get that wave up in your core, you're probably done.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially when all sides are pushed up. When all sides are pushed up, it just becomes very scary. But I think Team Rocket is still trying to play it safe. They pushed up the towers.
Look at them. Look at them all in their jungle. Boosted Bonobo's trying to go in. Probably going to try and find someone low. She is putting in a ward there just to get that vision in there, because they are definitely trying to do something.
Yeah.
What is Team Rocket doing? Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like this could possibly be the 3rd or 4th Raptors.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. They're doing really good about keeping on the Raptors.
They really are keeping up with the Raptors timer. There's going to be no contesting of the Raptors, and man, it's important to contest these, man.
Yeah.
Because first of all, if you contest them and you so happen to win the fight, then those are the points that go to your team. But also, if there ends up being a team fight, then that's more exciting stuff for us to cast.
Exactly.
And for the viewers to watch. So,
Yeah.
guys, next time you want to go and fight.
Yeah. Hiluangi is taking one for the team and letting Trash Ketchup kind of catch up to the rest of the team right now. There's a little bit of a lag, but we're okay. Trash Ketchup is now kind of catching up with his card points because of Hiluangi's heroic actions and letting him take those raptors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 So
definitely taking one for the team there. That was a good play.
That was very, very good. And so they're trying to keep their minion waves at bay. They, I think, backed and bought a couple more cards to continue on in their build and to finish their build. Some people have finished builds. Maybe they might sell something and buy something else, considering the situation that they're in.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot going on. Tribal's trying to go in on this Graph. Graph is taking tons of damage. Pops his quenching scales, but it doesn't look like he's enough for Malik and his tons of damage. Bonobo's
the body block.
Yeah, Bonobo's getting in with those with that ult there. Sorry for the lag, but Malik is just doing some damage with that ult. But Bonobo does the heroic thing and jumps in front of it to save their Sevarog, to save Braff.
Oh yeah, that was very close. And notice that Team Rocket has taken out 2 inhibitors from Paragon Brawlers. And so it looks like PB James is a little bit of trouble here. Tribal going down, Boosted Bamboo securing the kill. Looks like they might turn this back around onto Team Rocket. Paragon Brawlers doing kind of a good job in trying to turn this around, and if they can turn this around, that would be very important. Looks like that one Malik taking quite a bit of damage here. 1 kill is going to go down. It is a 4v4. PB Doctor landing on that 1 milk. It is a 3v4 right now. Can they secure any more? Boosted Bamboo picking up another one for their team. Faded Red and Hiluangu need to get out of there. Hiluangu, we can't really tell where his health is at, but they're going to follow it up. PB Doctor trying to get the stun. The knockback coming out from Faded Red. PB Doctor trying to run away. Going to be met with Boosted Bamboo. Faded Rocket still trying to go in, trying to zone in, trying to secure the kill. He is going to get knocked up, but still wants to go for more. He is so low. Boosted Bamboo going to take him out. They have 4 down right now. Hiluangu is by himself. He's going to need to do the best he can to prevent the enemy team from securing the rest of the game. But that was an awesome match from Paragon Brawlers. That was a 1 for 4 there in the favor of Paragon Brawlers.
Hiluangi just teleported in on PB Doctor trying to get that kill because PB Doctor is low, and PB Doctor does a huge ult, destroys him, takes over half of his health probably.
Wow.
I would imagine, because I can't really see his health at the moment, but that was a huge play because PB Doctor had his ult up, and I'm pretty sure that that Hiluangi had no mana left, and he was able to just take out Hiluangi with that ult, because if you know, her ult actually works on how much mana the enemy has.
Wow.
If the less mana you have, the more she does, the more
Wow.
damage she does.
That is awesome. That is crazy.
Wow.
And it's good. That is actually a very, very good combo with PB Doctor, because you have the ability for PB Doctor to drain the mana from enemy teams.
Yes.
So that is actually a great combo to have PB Doctor as well as her to be able to take a lot of that mana away, and the less mana for the enemy team, the more damage that she's able to do on the entire team as a whole.
Yes, exactly. And that's going to be really good for them. It looks like they're staying really close to Orb Prime. It is dropped. Let's see if Team Paragon Brawlers is going to be able to secure Orb Prime right now. They're all on it. They're trying to do as much damage as possible, hopefully staying back. Bonobo's trying to keep on the back line, trying to keep them away from the Orb Prime, because Paragon Brawlers needs this Orb Prime right now. If they are able to take Orb Prime, Faded Red is taking a ton of damage, but Trash Ketchup is keeping him alive. If they are able to take Orb Prime right now, which it sounds like they were able to, did they take Orb Prime? I don't know at the moment. It looks like they did. Braff goes down. Wow.
Wow, Tribal is going down, Braff going down as well. It is turned into a 4v4, but they are on the side of Team Rocket. So Paragon Brawlers might be able to turn this around. They are very, very close to the base, so they can maybe turn this one around. And Faded Rand as well, going to be back in the base. They are going to be able to regen their health, but at a 4v4, I don't know. This is going to be scary. It's all about who is going to get a pick? Who is going to be able to get a stun? If he can land a good stun like PB Doctor just did right there, Faded Ren taking quite a bit of damage, and so is that one Malik. They're all very low. Boosted Bamboo low as well. Gonna try to get out of there. No one is going to die yet. Faded Ren escaping with enough health to be able to go back to base and regen. They're still at it though. Team Paragon Brawlers are still there. They're still trying to keep this minion wave at bay. They want this inhibitor.
They want it. They want it really bad. If they can get this inhib down, that's going to mean the world to them right now. PB James taking a ton of damage from Faded Ren. Getting on the tower. Zingy's coming in with that ult, and he's able to secure the ult on 2 people. Faded Ren is going to be backed off right now. Trash Ketchup trying to get that speed boost in on one of his teammates. Oh. Hopefully he's going to be able to get this. Oh, and he lands the pull on Zingy. Is he going to be able to secure the kill on Zingy? It looks like he's got that stasis gem on. He pops it. He's going to stay alive just a little bit longer. Hopefully his teammates will be able to come in. Faded Ren is staying on his case right now. Is he going to be able to take it? Doctor misses with his, oh my gosh, Zingy goes down.
Wow. And that is an important part as well of their team comp for Paragon Brawlers, because their tank is down. The heals are down. And so if Team Rocket wanted to, they could really push these towers and turn this back on Paragon Brawlers, because Paragon Brawlers were pushed up very far, and so now they have to worry about going into a 4v5, so they need to play safe. They need to continue to push the minion waves up, but Team Rocket needs to continue to be aggressive.
Exactly. But Team Rocket is doing a really good job. They're just trying to push back their push back those minion waves right now, but PB Braff and Doctor, they're really trying to keep. They're putting a ton of pressure on this mid lane right now. And if they continue this pressure on mid lane, that's going to open up their right and left lanes to be able to push up. But it looks like Team Rocket's minions are going really hard after their right lane over there. Yeah, look at that. There's a lot of minions over there. That's a huge minion wave, especially since they've got those super minions going in hard after those inhibs.
Oh yeah, and so Zingy coming back up, gonna be able to come back with his teammates, gonna be able to meet with them. So now they have a full team to be able to fight a 5v5, a normal fight.
Boosted Bonobo taking some major damage.
Yeah, and so it looks like Boosted Bonobo going towards Raptors. They know that Raptors are up again, so we're gonna see who secures this. Maybe we'll see an awesome team fight again.
Yeah, I'm really digging these fights right now. Both these teams are doing really well. They are trying really hard for this win right now. They're going after this win right now. Both teams are going to try and get those inhibs down. Team Rocket is doing some major damage, but it's getting really close to our ending time. We're at 51 minutes. Now, if you don't know, Epic came out with their official Paragon Tournament rules, and if the timer goes to 1 hour, we have to stop it, and pretty much we have to pick whoever wins with how much CP is left, who's alive, and who's got the most card points.
And so far, Team Rocket is proving to be the ones that win, as they have 2 inhibitors.
Yes, this is a huge team fight. Faded Ren getting 4v1 right now, but Team Trash Ketchup is doing so much shielding. She's stasis gem, trying to keep herself alive, keep those shields in there. Faded Ren is almost out. They cannot. PB Breath is not able to secure that kill. Hilawangi goes down, but Trash Ketchup has like no health right now. That one melee is able to get out, able to dodge that through, but oh my gosh, Breath is going in on him. Quenchy Scales coming in, but he goes down. Melee, their main damage dealer, is going down.
Yep, and that was a 1-for-3 in the favor of Paragon Brawlers. So Paragon Brawlers really needs to pick this up if they want to secure this match. They really need to pick it up because the death timers are very high. Right now it is a 4v3, but on Team Rocket, wow, they only have 2 people up, excuse me, because Hilawangi died. It's actually bugged.
Yeah, Hilawangi is out right now.
So it is a 2v4 right now.
Yes. So hopefully Paragon Brawlers is able to secure this inhib, and at least, Faded Ren trying to get going hard on James right now, and he's doing some major damage. Does the ult, He's doing some extra damage. He is frontlining really well right now with those quenching scales. He is not quenching scales yet. What is going on right now? How are these people staying alive? David Reckman is still alive right now.
This is a 2v3. PB James almost getting very low, but the heal coming out from Zingy, being able to save them. Tribal is going to go down as well. They have their whole team up. It's still 4. Boosted Bonobo coming up very, very soon here, and they have so much of an advantage right now. They need to push this wave.
They need to get this inhibitor down. This is the moment. This is the defining moment for Paragon Brawlers. If they are able to get this inhibitor down, I do believe that may be like the turnaround that they really needed. They're doing all of this with 2 inhibitors down, which is actually really insane. Those super minions are crazy with their health. They don't hit very hard, but their health is ridiculous.
Yeah. And with the more health, the longer you can outlive your enemy.
Exactly. And with that, more waves of minions are able to come up. When you get those super big waves of minions, that is a scary sight.
Yeah.
It is a very scary sight.
And that's why they're called minions, because I've seen minions literally win the game.
Oh yeah.
Like just by themselves, just the super minions coming up and not being able to die to the other enemy's minions. Oh my gosh, there's just so much push potential, and they can literally win the game for you if you keep the enemy team distracted. They'll do the work for you.
Yeah, definitely. So we have 10 seconds on Tribal coming up, and it looks like Paragon Brawlers, they are staying really close to that Orb Prime right now because it is coming down really soon. Hopefully they're going to be able to secure it one more time, because if they do, I believe that might be win for Paragon Brawlers.
Yeah, whoever wins this next Orb Prime is possibly going to be the winner. Hiluwangi trying to do his best to kind of be around and
is he going to be able to secure the steal?
Yeah, he's going to try to secure it.
And he doesn't. Paragon Brawlers gets the Orb Prime. Let's see how they're going to do it. Faded Ren is doing some major damage on Zingy. He is focusing Zingy right now. He's trying to keep Zingy completely CC'd so he doesn't get that healing aura out there for his team. Look at, wow! Woo!
Yeah, gonna pick up that kill as well, so it is gonna be a 1-for-3 so far. Trash Ketchup still trying to do his best to 1v4 here, but I don't think it is gonna work. He's gonna go down. That one Malik to Boosted Bonobo. That is a ace, I believe. I cannot see Hiluwangi, but I believe that was an ace, and it looks like they're gonna have enough to be able to secure this win, to be able to take this one. Paragon Brawlers completely destroying Team Rocket at the Orb Prime fight.
Yes, at the Orb Prime. Barely. Hiluwangi tried his hardest to get that steal, but he just wasn't able to get that last hit. And Paragon Brawlers are going to go straight for core right now. Is this going to be the win? I do believe it's going to be the win for them. I think it is. They're destroying those minions so they can't stop their minions. Oh my gosh!
This was an insane comeback, guys. Woo! Team Rocket had 2 inhibitors on Paragon Brawlers for the past, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe, and then Team Paragon Brawlers brought it back.
Wow.
With 1 inhibitor, they won the game, taking 1 inhibitor down.
It was that Orb Prime.
Yeah, it was that Orb Prime,
that darn Orb Prime, man.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that is a beautiful win for Paragon Brawlers. I am stoked for them.
Yep.
Team Rocket fought super, super hard.
Oh yeah.
Those front lines, man. I'm talking Grux. He was frontlining for days in Trash Ketchup.
He was picking up so many of the kills, and he was getting so much of the CC. I saw him land some awesome knockbacks.
Yes.
It was insane, and I think I even saw him at one point land a 4-man stun.
I think so. Yeah.
That is an awesome job to Faded Ren. Awesome job to Team Rocket and to Paragon Brawlers.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. That was a very, very great run. That made me stoked out. I think I'm going to lose my voice tonight because I'm so excited how that game went. But one of the awesome things, though, is that is not the end of the tournaments.
That is not
the end.
We still have some matches. Our Discord manager in the background, he is stoked for this match right now. He's stoked for Paragon Brawlers. Nice win, guys. That was awesome. Yeah. We're stoked to see what happens next in these next games.
Yeah. So be sure to follow. We are going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. Do not touch that cursor. We will be right back very soon with the rest of the games. We still have a long day ahead of us. If that game hypes you up, then get ready for these next upcoming games.
And also, before we go, I want you guys to comment who you think will win in this next match. In this next matchup, type exclamation bracket, and you'll be able to see our bracket. Who's up next? and we'll be able to show you what's going on.
Yep.
Stand by.
You've gotta know that this ain't living, but we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever. I can't believe myself. I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to, if you want me to, 'cause we can run. And we can run, 'cause stars they fall all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we run?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We had some awesome games. 2 awesome games. We're actually really stoked right now. I can't stop. Oh my god, dude, it's so good.
Yeah, it is very good. Those were very, very exciting games. I'm super hyped. I think I'm gonna go to be honest, but I don't think that's possible. Maybe it's possible. Maybe it's possible. Yeah, and so thanks everybody for the feedback. We got rid of one of the mics because there was some feedback. Some echo going on. Somebody said there was feedback, but yeah, thank you guys so much for fixing the issue. Hopefully it works better. If you guys still hear something, let us know. If you hear anything else or see anything else that's a problem, please let us know. Type it in chat. Our production lead will work on that, or somebody will let us know. So thank you guys for that. And
Yeah, seriously, thank you. So we have some news. Eidolon had forfeited their match. So Team Tempest had gone through. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch Hardwired and Team Tempest go after each other in a beautiful match. And we're going to see what's going to happen here. I'm really excited. All right. Oh, yes. So we're about to look at these picks here really quick. I apologize for that. And we're going to look at that right now. And let's get this game started. Let's get it started. I don't know. I don't know. It's started. I don't know what's going on. But okay, so it looks like we've got Quang over there on Team Tempest side. Trample and Night Ranger. They're going to pick Greystone, Russ, Views, and Coldisha. Let's see what happens here. We've got Yin. Views is going to take a little while. He's probably going to scare the other team. He's going to scare the Hardwire there.